Let's make this dramatic sports photo edit in Photoshop. Now for this video, we're gonna be exclusively using the camera raw filter feature in Photoshop. Now this is basically the same as Adobe Lightroom. So if you're more comfortable editing your photos in Lightroom, feel free to follow along with this tutorial there. So I've started by dragging in this high resolution photo. You can see the image size, 6,000 by 4,000 pixels. This is how it looked straight out of the camera. There are no edits on this photo currently. So let's start by duplicating this layer with Command J just so we can keep our default background layer. Then we're gonna go up to filter, convert for smart filters, and then filter camera raw filter. Now let's start with the light. So exposure, I think we can maybe lift it up a little bit, but generally this is gonna be kind of a darker, moodier edit. So let's just keep it even for now. I'm not really gonna touch the contrast because we'll start playing with the curves layer. We can add things there. The highlights I am gonna bring down. As you can see with these white jerseys, you get a lot more jersey detail when the highlights are reduced. And then with the shadows, I'm actually gonna bring them down a good bit because with this particular photo, it does remove a lot of that background detail and kind of keeps the focus on our central player. So with the whites, we can maybe increase them a little bit. And then the blacks, maybe we go a little bit down. But this is kind of it for our basic lighting edits for this specific effect. Now in our color tab, this is where you might want to play with the blue or yellow tones of the entire image. Maybe we want like a slightly cooler look for this effect. And then I also want to offset it a little bit with some pink tint, but nothing extreme, just a little bit on either side. Vibrance and saturation, I'm gonna leave alone for now. Maybe we desaturate it slightly, but we'll also get into more specific saturation with like the skin tones or the blue of the jersey. Now for our effects tab, I do want to bring in some texture and clarity. That's going to help make this shot feel a lot sharper and kind of bring it to life. You don't want to go overboard with these values like I've mentioned in previous videos, just kind of a subtle enough increase. So I like to stay in kind of the 20 to 30 range generally. Vignetting is definitely gonna help with this dramatic effect. We can reduce it a good bit, maybe like to -40 or so. Really keep that focus in the center. This is just darkening all the edges of our photo. And if you want to compare your progress to what you started with when you have camera raw filter open, if you just hit the backslash key on your keyboard, that's the shortcut to just show how you started originally versus where we're at now. So we're already getting this kind of like darker, moodier tone for the entire image. Now let's bring up our curves layer. So I'm going to start by making a couple points on these corners. I'm gonna lift up this lowest point. This is gonna lift up the black tones of this photo. And it's just gonna kind of give it this like nice matte finish over the whole thing. Now from here, you might wanna adjust the midtones of the image. We could brighten them and maybe the highlights too, but I don't want to go overboard here. Really, it's about like lifting those blacks and kind of giving it this like washed over feel. You can also see what specific sections are doing just by toggling this eye visibility on each one. Now let's get more into colors. If you go to your color mixer, this is where we can really mess with the different tones in the design. So like the skin tones, for example, if you go to your hue, the oranges is really where the skin tones live, a little bit in the reds, a little bit in the yellows. And so I tend to always shift my skin tones a little bit more towards red. Obviously you don't want to go extreme, but yeah, I'm seeing somewhere in like the -20 range feels about right. Now for the saturation, I do want this to be like a more desaturated look, but I kind of like the pop of blue. So what I think I'll do is desaturate the skin tones a little bit. And you can up the luminance too, just to give them a little bit more washed out of a feel. And now shifting our focus away from the skin tones towards the blues, let's see how we can adjust these. I mean, we can go like really teal colored if we want to. Skewing that direction makes sense to me. And we could pop out the blues with some saturation or desaturated. This is just where your own creative flair is going to come in and how you best see this effect working itself out. Yeah, I kind of like the pop of blues, so let's keep it at like a +10 saturation. Maybe we up the luminance a little bit, or if you went the other way, you could make it a darker blue, but yeah, something around +10 feels right to me. Color grading is the next tab you might want to play with here. So kind of a classic, dramatic, almost cinematic look is to make the shadows a little bit more blue, a little bit more cyan. So we can take this and shift it to our left there. Same thing with the midtones, if you want to shift it a little bit to the left. And then the highlights, generally you want some contrast there, so I might shift the highlights a little bit towards the yellow and red side, just to the right a bit. Now maybe the last step of this edit, I'm gonna close these and we'll go up to our masking tools. So if you click that circle, I'm gonna do a linear gradient, just going up from the bottom. And what I wanna do is just make a little bit more exaggerated of a vignette. So you can click, and if you hold shift, it'll keep it straight. You just want it gradually fading upward, and now we can affect just this red highlighted part of the image however we want. I just want it darker, so I'm just gonna take the exposure and decrease it. And again, this is doing the same effect that a vignette would in just bringing the focus to the middle of our photo right on that player's face. So I'm gonna hit OK and lock in the edit there. We can see what we started with, this totally unedited, very flat, kind of lifeless photo, and it really took it to a new dramatic level. Maybe I went a little bit heavy in like the blue, green, cyan tones of this. And if you ever want to go back into Camera Raw filter, because you converted it for smart filters, you can double click it and adjust your colors accordingly. So if we wanted it maybe a little bit more yellow, I mean, this is kind of its own vibe if you go extreme with it, but something like this is maybe more of a happy medium and not going too cool with the temperatures. So again, before and after, that is our finished dramatic photo edit. Thanks for watching as always, and let me know if you have any questions.